Okay, apparently if I press this button it will takes me live straight away. This OBS is still surprisingly interesting anyway. So I need to change. I know it works. Okay, so back on building. This hasn't been a long time since I finished streaming, but I have to be a little bit more quiet now because the family is asleep. But this one doesn't stop me building, so let's fire the music up that we have created this morning. What I need is VLC player and then the folder with all the music. And just do a random playlist now. Oops. Accidentally closed that. Well. VLC player. Okay, go back. Play. Right. Okay, we back on it. Hopefully the music doesn't interfere much with the voice. Okay. Let's crack on with the landing page. There's much left to be finished, but I really want to get this app out there as soon as possible so you can all start using it productively every single time. So what I need to do now is I would like to create a warning sign. So this will be the visualization of new features and updates and AI and everything. So the idea is to have an align to parent group which will allow me to place everything inside. So let's just start with the text and let's see, so we can put it in the middle or we can toss it to the left as much as we want. And we can have other texts overlapping each other, so we can create anything in here like a playground. So let's design one. So a text element inside bubble works like a group that is wrapped, or a text element wrapped in a group, so you can create a button out of it or anything which we would like to display it as a pop-up. And I want to have different designs for everything. This might be too much. Let's see. So just want to design these as warning signs of what we would like to avoid from different websites. So I will have slightly different designs for everything and place them randomly all over the place without covering each other too much, so you can still read. And I intentionally would like to make them overkill from all aspects. I might also put some emojis in here. There's that star eye thing. Eyes, no, look. Okay, I don't search, I just scroll. Oh yeah, that's the one. also put another one here. Emoji. Oh, and I want this celebration kind of thing. Gosh, these emojis are so detailed now. I've seen a real progression of emojis. Okay. Also make this bold to make it way too overkill. Okay, that looks good. I put a shadow beneath. Outset, make it dark, even darker. And also, how do I think I've wrapped it in a group. Yeah, that would look nice. Oh, not nice, crazy, but that's the goal, right? So let's have it a column with padding of 2 pixels, and then same roundness, and a background, border, background flat, and then make this red. Okay, good. Now I have that 90s commercial vibe. I also want to have a border of some white color, maybe 2 pixels. Okay, this one looks like genuinely an ad from 2000. Might also want to paint this blue so it looks like a link too. I'm having fun with the link button. No, I don't want it to have a link. It just has to be colored this way. Good and ugly. Okay, this is good for 1. I might make a little bit more padding, just a pixel more, so we see more of the red. Oh, this is very ugly. I'm not sure if I want to keep this here, but I will see. So we put this here. Actually, I have an idea. What if we duplicate this and then slightly take it maybe 10 pixels from the top and 10 pixels from the left. Oh yeah, this is like when you have these 30, you know, the error message from Windows where you see multiple windows just colliding. Oh gosh, I should turn the background blue instead of red, so that really look like a Microsoft crash of apps. Error messages, that's the one. I should stick to 1 blue. I don't know which one I've used first. Yeah, stick with this. Anyway. And I think I also add 30 pixels to this one, so the difference is a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, so it's the first one. That's the next one, so it should be 20. And then this should be 40. So I have 20 pixels difference between them. I don't know, it's maybe a little bit overkill. Let me see if it looks a little bit less frightening with a bit more curvature. Maybe not. We'll see. 10, how about 10? Yeah, that looks a little bit more modern because I don't want it to be. But actually, that was one of the complaints when I was talking to my friends about what they don't like with about the project management tools they have to use. One of the complaints were that they have been, some of them, not all of course, they've been designed 20 years ago and still have that noisy vibe. But okay, I'm calling this one. That's done. So I group them in a... No, I don't, because it will ruin the placement. It's good as is. So the only thing I don't like is the color of the text, because it really is off-putting. So I just take this, which is sad because Bubble doesn't really like me to highlight and copy, because if I copy or hit Control, it just deletes what's in there. So I need to remember OC29AB. That's the color hash. 0C29. What was it? AB. And that should take care of the color. Yeah, AB. Okay. So I've all I've done is I've painted this text to the same color as the background. I might remove the bold from here, put it over here, and then remove it from here. So I think, yeah, it's better. Okay, one's done. Let's design another one that looks like came from another company. So and again, so this is a text field wrapped in a group. Simple. I'm loving this, but also hate to see this anywhere to appear. Okay. Let's take another text field, put in the middle, design it. Let's make it smaller. Now I try to make one. I need to come in here. That's suiting a dark design, so it differentiates itself from the other app. What I need is AI. I don't know. You know, I'm looking for the star icon that they use. Should be here somewhere. This search bar, search for emojis, doesn't do anything. I am never able to. This is the one. To find what I'm looking for. It clearly is a star, isn't it? Oh, Hungarian. Oh, anyway. Okay, so good. And I make this simple. So I only do like 10 pixels around each side, 20 roundness, and then a very dark background. Actually, I might just keep this at 15 because that goes too close to the text, and then keep this dark. And for fun, I'll make it a... So here's a limitation. You cannot really create colorful or color transition borders in Bubble, but there's a workaround, like there are for many other things. Is what I have done before. Wrap it in a group, make some padding. In this case I only need one pixel because I wanted the difference to be look like as a border. Same roundness, which was 15. And then I will make a background to be gradient, and then I go with radial gradient, so it's not coming from top to bottom but looks random on the edges. And I pick usual AI colors. There, it looks great. And I also like to put some shadow. What about a dotted white? No, it looks like it's broken. Don't know how much it... Okay, this one is done too. That comes to the top right, obviously. Okay, I would like to do another one for the same app. Same figurative app. Beneath this one. So I just have to have a top margin of the height of this, which is 62 pixels plus some distance, 67. That will make it not 670. That will make it 5 pixels beneath the other one. I remove the background, which is this beautiful thing here, and I add back the margin, 67. Oops. Oh, hold on. This comes here. 67 plus 2, because I also have the border. So it's 69 or 70? Maybe 70, but I will try 69 first. Okay, to work. And what the text might be. Okay, this is good. What I also like doing is I wrap this. Yeah, I do. I've wrapped this in a group again, which ruins my placement, but that's fine. Align to parent. Oh, I've wrapped both of them. No, I didn't. Okay, why do you highlighting both? It looks like I did. That's the AI thing. Oh, because of the... Of course. This one. Okay, and why I've done the grouping is because I wanted to put a little X icon on the corner that will make it look like you can close it. X. Yeah, this will do. Nice and bright, but not white. And then it should be only about 12 pixels by 12. Oh yeah, perfect. And I also want to bring it out so it doesn't overhangs. So I need to cheat this by -5. Padding, no padding is margin, -5. Not enough, -10. And then -10 here too. No, not the bottom. On the right. It's too much. Do like 7. Leave it still too much. 5. Let's try again. Now that's touching, which is never good. touching the shape. Okay, I'm liking this. I think I will add this to this one too, so it looks like coming from the same app. Okay, this one has to become aligned parent so it doesn't stretch. And where's the icon? It should still be here. And I need a little bit more clearance for some reason. Don't know why, but I do. 8. Try it on here too. Okay, good. And one more, just for good measure. This one should come even more down. So 69 twice 2, that's a good party. But what's that in numbers? I need to use my calculator, I'm very bad at math. 138. Oh, how this happened. Oh no, this is only what? 39. So 69 plus 29. That's right, again. I'm not even trying. 39. 108. Plus 5 for the clearance. No, it's not the same. Let's do 4. Okay. Let's make this. I still want to change the background color of this blue because I'm not happy with it, but yeah, probably make it dark. Okay, what this one will say. So now I'm thinking about features that I always meet with when I'm logging into a project management hub after a while. Silly things like you can video call your, how long are we? Friends from now on. It's like I've met with a company once. No, it's I wanna stick with this concept. I just need to rephrase this sentence because it sounds a little silly. So I've met an idea. Well, I've met with an investor who has talking about the investments that they like to make, and it was this everything all-in app that was wanted to centralize communication, data storage, project management, even invoicing, which sounds like a good idea from the surface, but I have plenty against it and I would never use it. There might be some people who is this good for, but imagine losing access to that one app, or you find something that you particularly hate about that app after using it for a while because a new feature drops and you just don't like it and you just want to leave it, but you can't because you've been spending everything that matters to your professional life in there, and you were basically jailed. Unless if you want to find new ways for everything, and then lift everything out. So feature blasting is something I would like to avoid as much as possible because it's just bad for us. Okay, so no. How could I say this? Let's shorten it a little bit. And I will make a border slightly different to this one too. Maybe a white one. Yeah, it shouts. This is the kind of thing you just want to hit close, 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 close. And never look back. Okay, that's 3 or 2. Let's design another one. Again. Now create something for the bottom. I think I will just, instead of starting with a new one, I will just redesign this. Put in the middle. Oh, not middle, bottom. Remove this. Make it white on black. Or with black text. Font color dark. And this one is... Yeah, I could go with the almost grayish look. No, it's too dark. I need to make it brighter. Okay, good. And this one should go bright too. Yeah, and I just swap it around so it doesn't look like one from here. Oh, why doesn't it show up as much? I guess the contrast between the edges are not... Maybe if I turn it darker? Let's see. Still ain't, because the background blocks it. Where's my new group? It's group U. I could name all of this and give them give them purposes for existence. Actually, I just tried the super saturated ones. I think this will work. Yeah. And perhaps spin it around a little bit. Yeah, okay, now we are getting somewhere. Maybe make it 2 pixel wide. Okay, and what should be the text? I'm having fun. I don't know if you can tell, but I have fun. Okay, I need to increase the top padding so it doesn't look like a tube as much. Top and bottom padding could go 12, so have a little bit more height to it. A little bit more. Let's go 15 each. Okay, and some more, yeah, 25. And go bold with the text. 700, good. Actually, and also put some emojis in there. Life is not the same without emojis. At least that's what many will use. So when I'm trying to represent them, I have to do the same thing. Why not? Having a robot biceps. Oh no, it's ugly. After all, it's still my site. So I just go with the biceps. Or with a flare. And also put some, perhaps, fireworks. Let's try. Yeah, go with that. No, it's too dark. Again, I just search. I hate this mixed language thing in Windows. I cannot set it up properly because I still write Hungarian sometimes, and I need some of the characters on the keyboard, but I don't want to see the language talking back to me on my computer because there's no point on having anything translated, really. And I just cannot get rid of the display language. It always, sometimes I do, and it works for a while. Then I get a new update, and everything is back to the original setting. Okay, good. Okay, so what the okay, no, let's make the background a little bit darker. You know what? I'm logging in ClickUp and see what they use. I really like their logo though, and the animation is beautiful, but it's a question of payment. See, this is the kind of thing I was talking about straight away. I've been logged in about, what, 2-3 days ago? And if I remember correctly, I've closed everything because I always annoyed by. And 105, actually what I'm doing is I'm replicating this exact thing in the exact way right in the middle because I have plenty of space. This is a great example. Oh gosh, I cannot plan this better. Okay, so starting with the group, put it in the middle, make it a fixed width of 250, buff, and then our height is 400. Too much. No, actually it's not. I can just make this 6, 650, 7. Okay, good. This has to come down a little because this one is coming down too much. So I give 30 pixels. little bit more, 40. Good. Width could go 300. Okay. And they have about 30 pixels. Oh no, I don't need roundness on this one because there's still 2 other groups in there. This is just a placeholder, so I take 2 groups in the middle. Go 100% height. I cannot stand to give these names. Okay, so this one have a roundness on the top left, 10 pixels, top right another 10, and this one has it on the bottom right and bottom left. It might be more than 10. Let's go back. Oh, actually it's about 10, 15, 10, yeah. Okay, so this one is pink. So background gradient going from, I actually can simply pick their colors. Oh, and I clicked. Anyhow, I still have the color. So top is no. Huh. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Need to do some tricks. It is stuck to the bottom, so the color picker doesn't pick it up as much. Anyway, I'm guessing it's fine. So it's just more pink. It's like a very pastel pinky. And then purple, same kind of thing, but purple. Good. I think I nailed it. And then I actually just exactly replicate whatever they do there. So this one has a layout of align to parent, so I can put the thing in a corner, and then I need a text element. In here that will say new features and improvements. And obviously I need some padding in here, so do 30 pixels each side. Okay. Okay, center line text. And then make it, yeah, good, 600 white. Okay, I have that. Actually, colors has to be a little bit darker. Huh? Just a tad. Okay, good. And then the bottom one is dark gray. Actually, I like their design, by the way. They have done a great thing, a great bit of improvement since the last time. I've been a big time ClickUp user. As you can see, I already have my own stuff open here. But I hated the fact that I need to navigate through workspaces and spaces and projects separately, and shares and groups and rooms and docs and to-dos, and oh gosh. Anyway, it should be a little bit even more dark, not this much. Yeah, this will do. Oh, now I closed it. Let's see what happens if I refresh. But I can still watch back the stream. Luckily, I have recorded. Yeah, I just do that. Hold on a second while I'm doing my investigation. Okay, here we go. Got it. I take a snapshot. Oh no, actually I just keep my display there. Okay, so I have a text here that is positioned in the top. Same amount of padding. And text is white. Yeah. Thinner, about 14 pixels. And I'm just sorry ClickUp, but I have to copy exactly. Check out what's new. Yeah, I don't say ClickUp. Updates 3.58. And then I have another text box beneath this, which is slightly smaller, so I do 12. And then skip. Oh, how do I do this long dash? I think it's the only thing that I will see AI uses, because I've never known where the keyboard shortcut is for it. Better list performance, less rescheduling, more more what? I need to bring it down on my clarity, and then 1 of 5. One of 5. Okay. More clarity. Exclamation mark. Maybe font 13. Okay, I move it slightly closer to the top. So I think it's just 15. Actually, maybe it's both the same font size. It's just one of them is slightly bolder. Yeah. Okay, I'll stick with this. And then I put a group inside. That has a layout of a row, and then group. This is the for the buttons. Then I have a text. This will stay 1 of 5. 16 is fine. White. Oh no, I don't need this back. 14. And then 300. Actually, even smaller. 12 is good. A little bit less pronounced color. Okay, and then 2 buttons. So I do another group to keep the buttons together, positioned on the right. Space between, height is 20, maybe 25. Text is in the on the bottom, and here I come with to make some gaps. 20. I don't need that much. 10. And then I will put a text, which will be the same color as this one. Don't want to save these colors because I only use it here. So I am putting on a 14, 12, 300 with some padding on the top and on left and right. So it's 10, 15, I think. No, it's too much. 5, 10. So the group eventually 26. Yeah, this will do. So the first button will say skip. And then the next one, this should be a row. Next one will say next. Perhaps I need a little bit more padding, so it looks like more of a button. And then it's bluish something. Oh, not the text, but the background. Good. And then 5. Yeah, roughly. It's a little bit more purplish blue. Yeah, about there. And now I just need to space them out evenly. Shush. This number 3.58. Okay, I'm just double checking if I have made everything. Check out what's new. Updates. Maybe a little bit less bold. I don't really care about exactly matching the design. It just has to look like something. And yeah, so this one requires this icon of the closed thing. Doesn't matter where it is because I won't be clicking it anyway. Nobody will, because this is just a mock-up. X, and it's white, very white, with a roundness of as much as I can imagine, making a full circle. And in size, again, it's about 15 pixels. And then it has some padding, so the circle doesn't touch the edge. Maybe 4. Yeah, I think 4 will do. Oh, hold on. Interesting. I thought icons have pixel sizes, because they do when you are picking them in buttons, but now anyway, so let's make it 20. Fix. Yeah, this will do. And then it has a transparent gray background to it, so I make it 30%. No, that doesn't show. 50. And it's on the top right corner. And I need some alignment so it's closer to the edge. So top minus 20, and then right minus 20. Okay, it just has to be, the background has to be darker. And 30 pixels, 30% transparency will do. Okay. I think I nailed it. Color is slightly off, but I don't really care about that too much. There you go. One of 5. I could not plan this better, honestly. Okay. We had the laugh of the day, I think. Again. Okay. Oh gosh. This is so terrible. Terribly fun. Yeah, I make these are touching, which is never good. From a design perspective, because I put the gap in the wrong place. Good. Now they are separate. Oh gosh. Thank you. Click up. Okay, let's see what's on the homepage. Oh gosh. I've been lost many times. You know, I have that feeling of when coming on. And I really like some of the things they've done, but when you want to focus and just work, you don't want to play with widgets and gadgets. You just want to find your tasks and work. This was fun. Okay. I think I want to make these icons larger. Four is enough. Oh, I'm missing a H. I've been so in tempo or in flow, right? Pun intended. Try out this awesome new panel that lets you do stuff differently. I'll also put again here just to be more sarcastic. Oh gosh, this is so funny. Okay, I am still not liking the blue, so I need to make some more changes. Yeah, this is a little bit more suited. Okay, let's see how it looks without debugging mode. Okay, here we go. I think I need to bring this more in because it's very scary close to the edge. Just to make it a little bit more tasteful. Because again, I know the goal is to be destructive, but still I wanna keep it in style as much as I can. Even more, 50 will do. Maybe perhaps even a bit more. Let's see what we say for 60. Yeah. I'm liking this. Just thinking about how to present, how to separate it from my own content and make sure that viewers understand that is not trying to be me. Well, I have an idea, so I remove the padding And then I do a padding over here of 40. So push everything closer. And then I think I will make this a separate panel. At least I try. The curvature I'm using 20. I might try some gray. Yeah, this would work dark. What I could do is I can just put borders around this edge so we see the separation, not in the top. I think this gray will do. I'll see it in a second. Yeah, that works for me. But I want to make them feel that this is the negative example. So I might go towards some ugly red or yellow, because that's the warning kind of thing. Oh gosh, no, mustard. I don't do mustard. I'm not sure. I think I stay neutral for this one, not black. Maybe make this a bit darker too, but then these get hidden. It's so difficult when you're trying to mix different things in a single surface. So what I could do, I think I'll need to match the distance between elements with the padding. So I'm using 40, and it's 40, but the text has some extra pixels to its side, so I think I will lower this to 36. I look a little bit more aligned, and I try this blue without the border. I'm still not a fan of this. I might try a gradient going from red to deep red. Not sure. Sometimes it's just guesswork. I really want to separate it from my own content. Now I go back darker and brighter. I might find that dribble source once again. How do I see what I've watched before? No way of telling, right? I could still... Oh, here we go. No, that's the opened up. No. Okay, let's try the same search word. So, what was it? Says landing. Not Langind, but nearly. Langind. Okay, and here we go. That was quick. So, what is your secret soft color? It feels like that it has some texture to it. Maybe there is some fancy designer tools that can do that, but I am limited to whatever the builder can do, so I need to make it work. Actually, I might see what these exact colors do. So that's one. Top. And then bottom. But the color is an interesting and funny thing, because it always depends on everything that you see. So you consume, as a human being, we consume colors together with the environment. So it looks good here because the background is darker. Which is something that I can do, but the other way around. So I can make the background of this the background of that. Let's see. So I will start with linear, but I go from left. And then, or right. Left. Just try what they have. So that's one color. And then picking one more from here. Obviously I won't be able to make, or won't be interested to make these effects. This just doesn't worth the time and effort. Okay, what are we seeing? This is good. I just don't like the transition. Angle aside, I think I'm going with the closest corner. These names, closest to what inkstand. I like it, but it has to go from the other way, which I can do just by swapping these colors. Okay, so this is the background, and then I go with this. I just copy the colors once again. So one from here, and then one from here. And I put it in here. So first I have got the brighter blue, and then the darker one. I think this works. And I will put some borders around this one. In my opinion, this looks great. Put some shadows here too. And I make it 16. Put it in the center. So it looks like it's front lit. Okay, good. I just want to make it completely black. Good. Let's see how it looks. So the transition from here to the new one. Magic. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, I have this nailed. Okay, now the only thing I am annoyed by is the lot of bright colors, so I want to get rid of one of them. I think I will make this gray. Maybe brighter gray, and the text could go almost white. Maybe blue. Okay, the only thing I don't like now is this ugly thing still. But I don't know. We still need to resemble all sides, so we cannot stick with one. Okay. What can I do on the left side? I could put notifications, but that's something that I also need to use, because otherwise how would we know if someone have left us a message in one of our tasks or have invited us to share a task with us, or a card? I might make some colorful relay background here too. Might work, might not. Let's try a top shadow on the middle, blur 8, and then make it, don't know, yeah, this would work. But I just realized that the color transitions position is exactly the same as with the other one, so I need to turn this around somehow. So I want to remove the pink from the top. But now I did it, but where is it now? It's just blue. I still can't believe that I have made this music this morning. Circle. It's so weird that it's get oh, of course, because the circle will just, oh, this will work. Yep. I want to see how the background looks without this. Yeah, I see. Huh. It's like a hippie dream. But when you turn on darkness in the middle of everything, which might need to be a little bit more dark. But I wanted a different shade from all of these. Okay, good. I want it to be look busy, but not too busy. Might want to move that to the left, the shadow a little bit. So -2. So it doesn't come out beneath the blue because it looks a little bit silly. I don't care. I just keep it as it is. There's no point in doing miniature changes. Yeah, I need to find something else. Let's log in Trello. Try premium. That's kind of standard. Oh, Atlassian has a lot of surprises for us, I'm sure. I don't really trying to or want to create a new subscription. I can come up with something on my own. So I need something here because I feel this part a little bit empty. Oh, I haven't seen it with the new shadow yet. There. Bosh. What can that be? Yeah, I know. I think I know what I want. I want to have one for the features. Not features, for the different views. Perhaps just a bullet point list over here floats in the air, maybe without background, so it might be feel different. Bullets. Okay, so 10 views. Automation or autoation. Sorry, it's a little bit late. Almost midnight. Now I want to do more serious things and then a few silly ones. I can can put the silly ones in now, like second-hand market. Chat with fans. And more. So I wanted to have 2 more. Crazy automation. What else do these guys offer that I never used? or subtasks, which many thinks is a good idea, but I think we have found a better way. Subtasks. Smart shares. Oh no, it's something that I have. Endless subtasks. Workspaces. Oh no, that's nothing, not something that they will advertise for. I keep going back to ClickUp because that's the only one that I have ordered, and Trello. Maybe the fact that they have been investing so heavily on allowing the users to be organize everything on the app, rooms, columns, lists, views. Okay, why do I have a massive space in here? I don't know, but I remove it. Good. And I don't even need it on the top. Okay, and it should be on the bottom. And then bottom up. Minus 100. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so 100. Not 1,000. And then make it white. Okay, now this one is done. I need to do something visually appealing to make sure that the viewers understand that this is nothing that this software offers, but instead is the negative example. I need a bit more clearance in here. And perhaps a little bit more height. Okay. So I need to make sure that is visually appealing. Or tells that I think the best thing I can do is I can either slash it across with an X. Actually, let me do a snapshot with the tool, which is again something you cannot see, but if it makes sense, I will implement. So all I do is just grabbing my snapping tool and I drag a red X across the frame. Oops. Yeah, this will do for the test. Gosh. No, it's not. It's not going for the Y by do because it looks like it just messes everything up. So the other thing is I can put others above. Okay, I'm not happy with this one yet. I'm trying to find a way of I'm still having fun with this animation I've done for the header, which is so simple to execute. I think I just try with the text. So this one has to be... Is it just me? Oh, bold. Okay, so it should be 24, left aligned. Other apps. This is slightly misleading now that I think about it, because what I'm trying to say is that it's not that I don't end up providing new features and I need to display them somehow, which I will find a good, less distracting way to, because people need to be updated of what they can do, but I wouldn't create 10 new features in a year. Instead, what I would do is I try my best to simplify and smooth things around the app, so the experience become less annoying and less jerky, if there might be. So there's always room for improvement, but what I try to go against is to overwhelm users with stuff to read, stuff to learn, stuff to understand, stuff to use, because my focus is on solopreneur app management. I don't think I like this. Sorry from myself. So what I'm trying to get here is I can't put this in here. Okay, what I do is I turn it full white and turn this down so it looks like it's baked in more. And I think I will introduce some more padding on the top, so yeah. 50, 60 actually. And then I pull this one even higher. 45. Yeah, I think I will create an ask anything AI kind of. Maybe, maybe not. Are we okay, let me rephrase it again. Are we tired of I am tired, yeah. Are we tired of AI snapping everywhere? Because I am. Actually, I make some some less obvious number. It's 17. And then it will make look like there is more in the background. Odd numbers. Good. So what I'm thinking about more is how I will differentiate mine compared to what others doing in a simple way. Because obviously what I expect people to do is to not read any of these, just glance through a couple to understand what I'm going against, and hopefully have a pleasant experience investigating flow solution. Okay, I like this better. I want to put a half circle in here or something with some pop-ups, but I'm not sure. I might sleep on it. Yeah, I think I will leave this for the next day when I have more brain and do something else instead. I think we've progressed very nicely with this pop-up design. Let's see my notes on the live app. So pain headline type of complicated project management. Have I kept that? Oh yeah, constant destruction and complicated project management. I've basically merged these two. Features, assign 3 sections. Annoying updates, time needs to find stuff. Pay for stuff they don't use. This is only 2. Yeah, I have to leave this over to the morning to think about, because my brain just doesn't want to function now. And also, interestingly, as the page will become longer, our the color will shift. So this dark thing, the shadow, will pop really nicely when this one will stretch the colors out more. It's always about a lot of things go through in my mind when I'm thinking in solutions. A lot to digest, to decide on. But I think this distraction wrapper, this came together nicely. I might do some improvements, but this is, I am really happy for this finding. The top padding is still a little bit too much. Why did I... No idea why I did that. Oh, because I did it over here. And I copy pasted? No, I don't know why. Anyhow. It's good at 15. Ah, no. Keep changing my mind. I think I need to have a sleep and come back to it tomorrow morning. I just want to get moving forward with the project, so it, and I have a hard time taking a defeat over tiredness and stop doing stuff, because I just want this to work and I want this to work quickly. I now feel that the gap between elements is a little bit much, but I don't care about that for now. I will deal with that later. Might also wanna pull this logo a little bit smaller when people start scrolling. Oops. 0. So when scrolling position is greater than 0, which is the condition of where to change, height, minimum or maximum, fix. Actually, if I keep the aspect ratio, I only need to change the width. So let's say 40, So the entire thing will come a little bit smaller. Yeah, and now I can reduce the height a little bit more on the top section. So this could come down to 60. And then this could be animated width. Yeah, keeping with the stock animation timing, which worked well. So if they start scrolling, it does it nicely, shrinks, less destruction. There's some confusion on the background. Why do I have a roundness on it? It crops on when it's smaller, it crops in more, but now it's good. Because the 10 pixels roundness has chopped it off the edges. But the image is already coming with the arriving with the transparent background. Oh, that's why I had it on. Okay. So I keep it on 10. And then I also make this roundness. Come on. Is it border roundness? Maybe. Yeah. So 50 is 20%. So 40 by 50. So we're going from the height of 50 down to 40. So it's 20% smaller. So I also need to go 20% smaller on the roundness to keep, in theory, to keep the curvature okay, good. Yeah, it worked. So now the corners doesn't get chopped off by the roundness. Yep, I'm keeping this. So I need a duplication of this. And then this should say flow. With a little bit more. I'm changing the color of this to pink, perhaps, to separate it from the other one. And then removing all this nonsense. Oops. Not the text, that stays. Everything else goes. So I want to keep this small and simple. I'll probably make 3 columns, 3 statements. But I'm not sure what those might be. I might make the edge reddish. So I have the slight hint of this is the bad thing. And also this one. And this could go blue, I guess. Link blue. and the text too. It's still red, but less annoying. The thing is that I shouldn't think on how, but think about what first, and then how will comes usually naturally. So I just have to stop wasting my time on how and stop focus on what. Now I need the aha moment section. So I will work something out here for tomorrow morning, which I don't know when. What morning means for me is when I wake up and I make my first coffee, and after sitting down in front of it, coming up with a solution in 10-15 minutes, which usually is the case. Okay, what's next? No more confusion or organizing nightmares. So the pain section. Doesn't include anything else. Then the aha moment is the next one. So I am already doing that, I guess. So what headline should I include here? No more confusion or organizing nightmares. Let's try that. So let's try duplicate this one, put it down, replace. Is that the same song again? No, it hasn't finished yet. Tired of constant distraction and complicated project management. No more confusion. Organizing nightmares. There's a third thing missing here that aligns with this. Endless features or organizing nightmares. I am probably doing something that feels alright with the new section at the moment, and I might probably scrap tomorrow morning because I just find some issues with it that I don't find now. Might don't even need this, but I keep it for tomorrow to decide, so I don't have to redo if I decide to stick with it. I'm happy with this, and that funny thing here. Okay, what comes after the magic flow? Let's see. Oh yeah, the visual display. That will take a while. I think this is a day's work, almost. No more confusion and organizing nightmares. Yes, I've had that. This is a little bit confusing. I'm going down on the checklist while this one goes up, but the reason why it's displayed this way is because comments should be displayed from submitting time from top to bottom, because if there is only one comment, I don't want to look for it over here at the bottom, because we always populate lists from the top. And if there is more communication with other team members and such, these comments will get mixed up inside, and I don't think it worth having a separate section just for checkline linked comments. So I've decided to come up with this auto scrolling feature where if you click on a comment that is down here or hidden anywhere, it will scroll to it and show it where it is. So that's why it goes, I come down and this goes up because I've added comments after. So later on time. So this one is timely managed. This one is standing order of how I have added them on, which I think would work. But if we'll have complaints from users, I might. I'm open to change or make changes based on user experience requirements. So nothing is hard coded just yet. I don't know what to do with this editing issue thing of copying the formatting over from Gemini. I might need to strip text before, I don't know, I'll work it out later. Headline, the end, the chaos start your flow. Yeah, I don't think I will pursue this. It's worth me pursuing this because it will be very slow and very ineffective cracking on with this anymore for now. I'm thinking about other things that I can do because that doesn't require as much productive or more like communication based thinking, but more proactive. So just click and do stuff like these logo. Now I think this is how far I could push it today. There's plenty more to do, but organization is something I need to do first, and that only goes with a clear mind. So I think I cut it short here for now. Perhaps watch 1 or 2 more motivational videos and I might come back to it later on, but the mostly tomorrow. So yeah, this is how I work. Sometimes for hours straight, sometimes for a little bit, and then just burn out. But I've done well today, I think, so I might be proud of this improvement, and I'll crack on with the rest next time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the other video.